welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is doing good. And so today I wanted to do a story time. So this story time is basically dealing with acting and stuff like that. So of course, I wanted to do acting, probably like ever since I was like 7. Of course, wanted to do singing and acting or whatever. And so I was finally able to kind of experience um the steps of getting into the acting process, like um like the steps you would get into, like trying to get, like, find acting jobs or whatever. And so basically one day I was like, of course I was at home and in my room, and like how when how those pop-up ads, okay, so it's like a ad that will pop up on right before you watch a video, and it's like some want to become a Disney Channel star or something like that. It was some type of stuff like that that will usually pop up. Of course I always ignored it, and I think one day I seen it like on the screen, like it wasn't me watching a YouTube video. I think it just popped up like on like a sponsor ad or something, like below a video. And so like at the home page of YouTube, and so I think I clicked on it, whatever. It would, yeah, it basically said casting calls, whatever. And so I was like, you know what, I'm actually apply for it to see. So I end up applying for it, did the application. I mean, of course, it's free to apply, and so that's what I did. And so then after that, you had to basically remember like a commercial. Well, they kind of like ask for like your age range. I'm not really sure what all they ask for. I know they like ask for your first and last name, and then they ask for like your email and stuff like that. So basically then yeah, I really forgot. That was like all the way in like September or something or whatever. So um we had to remember a commercial. I think we had like 1 week. Well, depending on when I did it, I had like a couple of days to remember it. And so I was doing a Kit Kat commercial thing or whatever, and of course there were like different age ranges that you have to do according to your age, and that's where I fall in. So I had to remember that. And so I remembered it, and then I remember telling my mom about it. You had to have like a parent present during the audition. And yes, the audition was online because of COVID. Now there's more online availability. I'm sorry, y'all, if I just messed up another. But anyways, there's more like online opportunities compared to in person. So I feel like this is giving everybody across, because usually like a lot of times they'll have stuff like that in California, but like if it's online, it's easier for other people to access it, and they won't have to travel just to audition and not to make it, if that makes sense. So basically you need a parent present and whatever. And so this was on a Saturday, and so my mom had to be in here, and we had to wait on there. Like our cameras had to be on, and basically, yeah. So, and I'm gonna give you like a little tip. If you are to do like an online audition, whatever, and of course you have to stay on there until like everybody else is doing their audition. A lot of times, I'm gonna tell you to smile. That's literally what I did. Smile, clapped after people got done, because it kind of shows like sportsmanship or whatever. Like it shows some type of something to the people that's watching, because they're like checking out your screen. Well, that's what they told us. So I was just smiling away, um, even if people messed up, whatever, like. And so basically, y'all, I literally watch kids messed up on their commercial and get told that it's not their time. You know what I mean? And so the thing is that, like, I don't know, that kind of got me like that was so sad seeing, like, because there were like different, it was a different age range. I would say the highest age was probably like 24. Yeah. 24 from, I would say from 6 to 24. I'm not really sure. But seeing kids get told it's not their time because they messed up on one line, it's just, it's very unfortunate. But y'all, one thing to not do is when you're doing like an audition or anything, whatever, don't ever pause. Like, don't make a pause that is very noticeable, because then that can go wrong. It's basically where you have to kind of improvise and just put something randomly in, because like, you don't stop. You have to keep on going. And so, like, if you mess up on the line, forget it. You just need to improvise, because let's say they even know what your lines were, like, so you can just say something if you forgot it. That's, you don't stop, basically, is what I'm saying. But that was that, whatever. And so then it was my time to do it. Of course I was scared because I'm doing acting in front of my family. Then it's people online or whatever, so I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm really more of a nervous person, so doing this in front of people was honestly scary. But it was a experience for sure. But anyway, so I did the audition. I think I kind of, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember all of my lines. And I think when my final lines was coming up, I actually bought out a Kit Kat bar, whatever, to add some type of flavor to the thing or whatever. And I felt confident. I was like, oh my gosh, I really did that. And so that was that. And so then we had to wait for our results like around 6 to 8 p.m. And basically you had a time limit to reply. So this was only step one, because if you make it on the first round, the second round is Sunday. So basically, after that, I was getting ready because my mom had to go to work. And so we was going to my grandparents' house. So and I was just really hoping that I really got chosen. I got selected. I passed round one. I was confident that I passed round one. And then that's when we was in the car. That's when my mom received a text basically saying that I made it to round two. So I was so proud of myself. Like, oh my gosh, I really made it to round one. Like, I'm really getting excited. And then she was like telling me that we gotta do like a monologue tomorrow, like, or whatever. Now the thing is that, and of course you had to like read these long stuff, whatever. It was basically telling you what's gonna happen, whatever, and stuff like that. But anyways, I was thinking that we had to make up our own monologue until like the day after. We had to literally, like, we had to get a monologue online, whatever. So when my mama actually told me that, and I'm over here, cause she wanted me to say my monologue to her, whatever, and I was just making up stuff, whatever. But she was like, "You gotta get this online, or whatever." So I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So I basically found the monologue. I memorized it for the. I was able to memorize most of it in like 40 minutes. So I did that. Then it was time to audition. So the way our audition worked was that we was gonna be put in a like separate room, because they were only, I think it was only gonna be like 20 to 30 people, and that was the only for the people who auditioned yesterday in my group, because of course there's different people auditioning at different times, but and stuff like that. So anyways, then that's when one of the man comes on the screen, and I end up starting my audition. Now I'm not gonna lie, I messed up on like one line or maybe two lines, but I feel like I still did good because I was able to improvise, which is always good. Remember, if you want to do acting or do an audition, make sure you improvise if you kind of forget your lines, because it is possible. But anyways, so I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of feel like I didn't really do good enough to the best of my ability. So I was kind of nervous, but yeah, he basically said that he wants to work with me or whatever. Now, this is where the problem comes. So Now, my mama did say it was some about some money involved, like $1,000. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I remember starting a GoFundMe, like, God, please, please give me the money, like, please. And I had started a GoFundMe, whatever. But during that time, my mama actually, surprisingly, I was so shocked. I didn't even know she was going to do this. She ended up paying the money for me to continue on with this, because this was basically something, this, you know what I mean, to very much help me and be supportive in my career. I was so thankful. I was I was so thankful, and I was so surprised that she did that, because mind you, the cost is $1,000. I think for singing and dancing or modeling it's like 2,000 or 3K. But I was really so surprised that she did that. Like, I was so shocked, and that really mean a lot to me. And that means like that I have to go hard. I have to do what I need to do in order to succeed, to make my mother proud. To know that her money is worth for putting it towards my dream. So then that's when acting classes started. So these acting classes, we were doing acting classes for like, I think about 6 weeks or 7 weeks or something. Because I think our last acting class was in November. I'm not sure. Either way it goes, it went by fast. Or was it, I think it was in October. Yeah, I think it was like in October. Like the last week of October. And I had a great teacher named Jed Alexander. And so he really taught me some good techniques in acting classes. And I found friends. Well, you know, I don't know, I just feel like, seeing people also, like, you learn from them. And I feel like the good thing is that I'm more of a shy person, and I stay mostly to myself at times. So I feel like this was a great opportunity to showcase my true skills. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm actually going to do like a part 2 of this or whatever, or it's probably going to be in 3 parts, who knows. But this is like the first part or whatever, so I'm gonna do another part to kind of because I just want to keep y'all. I wanted to tell this experience so bad, but of course I waited, and now I can actually tell y'all what happened. Like, did I make it? Like, what happened? So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this little quick video. And I know y'all probably like, you in this background, you gotta do something. So, and don't mind the wall. It looks like somebody wrote on this wall, on my wall. I'm just now noticing this. And these are stickers. These are little stickers my sister be putting in my room. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all for part 2, and comment down below for some video ideas. So bye y'all.